This was a little bit of a back and forth at the State House this afternoon, competing ideologies. You had animal rights protesters interrupting another group of people rallying to change the U.S. Constitution. These protesters had been outside the Senate chambers upstairs and then walked down into the rally a floor below them. This lasted for about 5 minutes or so. Everything ended peacefully. That bigger rally was organized by a national group called Convention of States Action. They want 2/3 of America's states to get together to change the Constitution regarding the federal government's powers. WHO 13's Dave Price, our political director, shows us how this went down.
They brought patriotism, their beliefs about what their country should look like,
a prayer as big as the problem that we face,
a call to above, and a call for action.
It's all about you. It's all about you.
They cite the U.S. Constitution and demand a convention of states where states could join together to limit the federal government's power and spending.
They are not in charge of us. We are in charge of them.
Mask and COVID-19 vaccine requirements from this Democratic presidential administration, they argue, are government overreach or worse.
Is the federal government a tyranny?
Republicans have let them down too.
I, along with many of you here today, figured the Republicans that we sent to Washington would honor their word to us and they would get their fiscal house in order. Regrettably, that trust remains unfulfilled.
An Iowa caucus winner from a decade ago says his successors in Washington are making things worse.
A lot of things have changed in 10 years. That this country and the federal government, as bad as it was when I campaigned here 10 years ago.
And as those in this room, many who've spent many decades watching their country change, sat and listened, one lawmaker closed his remarks with this for those he sees standing in the way.
When it comes to these gun-grabbing, freedom-hating, overregulating, civil liberty violating tyrants, here's my message. Thank you.
That's not something that we have witnessed in 20 years of covering Iowa's elected officials. Now, regarding the Convention of States movement today, the group says it now has 16 of the 34 states that it would need to get this National Convention of States.